And thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by 1Equine for the equine athlete. We're back here at Albion Park on Saturday night. It's short and sharp, the Metro card this weekend. 8 races. We kick off at 5:37, but it is a meeting that is loaded with class. We've got a number of shorties expected there. In particular, in the last race, Coastal Babe is going to start very, very short. But the free-for-all is going to be a very intriguing race. Race number 3. Inter-Dominion runner-up, Speak the Truth. He steps out. He's getting set for the upcoming Len Smith Mile down in Sydney at Menangle in a month's time. So he tackles a really strong free-for-all. The consolation of the Inter-Dominion, that winner, Jim RT, he steps out. Tim's a trooper, and there's several others that have really good claims in that race. So that is going to be the highlight race, no question about it. Race number 3. The trot is also very interesting as well. The 2 key runners there looking to overcome big handicaps, 30 metres, talking about Zealous Spur and Love Gun. Like I said, it's a classy program, just 8 races. In this edition of Weekend Winners, we're about to chat with Rickie Alchin and Adam Sanderson. Rickie Alchin joins us now to go through his runners on Saturday night. We appreciate the time. Rickie joins us now. Rickie, appreciate the time.
No worries. Thanks, Chris.
You've got 2 runners in this first race on Saturday night. Van Basten and Luxa Turner's on the backup after winning last week. Let's start with the mare, Luxa Turner. You're aiming towards the Eureka. How pleasing was it last week to see her do what she did? She beat good quality opposition, ran time, ran through the line. It looks like she's back to her best.
Yeah, I think she is, Chris. It was very satisfying. It's quite satisfying that she strung together, now a few good runs all together, and she's coping well, and yeah, I couldn't be happier, really.
So what was the most pleasing part for you? The fact that she was back in the winner's circle, or the fact that she was off cover to win last week? Most sort of have her pegged as a leader, but she proved last week that she can race in all different styles, and last week she got that perfect sit by you. So were you pleased with the way she sort of responded with that victory, or the way she just went about it?
Oh, yeah, well, both, actually. I was very pleased to win because on paper that race sort of probably looked, I didn't know where she'd plan out in the run. I knew she was going good. Her run in the Golden Girl up here was really, really pleasing. Like, she travelled hard in a 49 mile. Earplugs still in, only beaten 5 metres. So I couldn't be happy with her this whole preparation, really. So yeah, it was satisfying to win on her because I hadn't won on her since I think the Nutrient final at Melton, I think it was, or it was down south somewhere. So yeah, it had been a while between drinks.
And that was her first Albion Park win.
Yeah, it was. She hasn't raced up here much, but she went and missed last year and we sent her home. So.
Okay. So when you look at this field on Saturday night, is this easier than what she beat last week, or is it offset because you've got a wide draw there?
Probably offset with the wide draw. She's a class runner. What she's done, and I think her NR rating shows that, and just the company she's been racing in. But yeah, it's definitely not a gimme. Like our goat, he's been in great form too. If you had to compare the horses, if they weren't in the same race, you'd say Luxa Turner's far superior. But that one's got a better draw, so that's how it is.
Coming back to the mile, no issues.
She's probably, I'd say a mile is her favoured distance, but she is quite versatile.
Okay. Now, as far as the Eureka is concerned, how are we tracking there? Is there a bit of progress being made? Does she need to keep winning to sort of boost her chances of gaining a start there?
She needs to hold a form. I wouldn't say she has to win. I mean, that would help. But as long as the runs are good and she's still, showing that she's competitive, which she will be. I mean, you just don't know. It's not like you just nominate and you get a run, right? So as everyone knows, it's a slot race. So, somebody's got to want her, and we have spoke to a few of the slot holders that are left. A lot of them are actually already chose horses. Even if it hasn't been announced, they've probably got horses earmarked. But look, we have been in conversation with people, and you got a mare in form. Who knows? In my opinion, I don't think this race will be for this amount of money after this year. I could be completely wrong. So why not have a shot if we can get her in it?
Yeah, absolutely. What about Van Basten? He's a proven Albion Park performer. He's back in town and he comes up with a good draw. He should be competitive.
Yeah, he'll be competitive. I'm just a little bit lost where this horse is at. I did have him going quite well down south. He won at Newcastle went 52 and sort of did it quite easily. And then his next couple of runs, he looked a bit unlucky at Menangle, and then his next couple after that, like I thought he probably should have went a touch better. So, look, he's only arrived here this week. The boys at home have done a terrific job. He looks well. He's in good order. We'll be probably guided by this run on Saturday night to where he's at and where his future lies in racing, whether we race him for a month or so here and send him back down south, or if he's going to be competitive here in the band system, well, he may even just stay on.
Okay. Race number 2, Womboyne in America. It's an interesting name. His overall record's good. He strikes a good field here, but what are the expectations with this guy?
I like this horse. A mate of mine down at Wagga, actually, Ross Arentz, owns him, and he set him up last year as a 3-year-old, and he was a little bit quirky, but he did show us that he had the ability. He was probably going to run right into the 3-year-old Breeders' Challenge final, actually, and he galloped. He wasn't going to win it, but he was definitely probably going to run top 4. And he broke, and then we spelled him, and I haven't had him back all that long, but I like this horse. He's got a good turn of foot. He's actually a really good front runner, but he's not going to be in front on Saturday night from the barrier draw. So look, once again, they've only travelled up this week, but he definitely has the ability to take that race out with the right run.
He's a last start Newcastle winner, jogged in and rated good time as well.
Yeah, he's only had 3 runs back for me. Same thing, he won in good time the first time, and his second run he was just unlucky. He never got out, he never seen daylight at all. And all reports from home are that he's he hasn't lost a leg since last week, so hopefully I don't take one off him.
Okay. There's good prize money up for grabs for this race, so it'd be nice if he can get a piece of that.
Yeah, for sure. We're lucky. We can race for 20,000 at home every week, but your band system here is good if you can utilise these races and then claim back in them. I really like your system up here, so hopefully I think this horse is one that could take advantage of it.
Okay, and then you got to stay right until the end of the night. Sweet Hayley Jane steps out in this mare's race. She's a well-bred mare with a good record. She's got to overcome a wide draw. How do you assess her?
Yeah, look, I think this mare's going quite good sectionally at Menangle. She's drawn 10 the last 2 starts. She just snuck along the pegs 2 starts ago and ran into 3rd in good time. Last week she was off the track in good time, but her sections were still quite good. Look, Coastal Babes to her inside. She was a high-priced filly out of New Zealand. But she's got the ability. She's just got to show up and do it at the races. Like there is 2 of her, but if the Sweet Hayley Jane that has the ability turns up, she'll definitely be in it.
Well, as a 2-year-old, her form was really strong, and I'm tipping you probably didn't have much between her and Luxa Turner at the same stage.
No, early days, like they both sort of won numerous races on end, and she was just a lovely filly. She was pinpoint, then she just lost the plot a little bit and was starting to get a bit hot, and then she had had throat surgery actually, and yeah, nothing's been smooth sailing with her for probably 18 months, but she does seem more genuine this time in. She's racing better, she is finishing off better, so look, she's another one that could potentially stay on up here as well and utilise the band system.
Okay, well they're your runners on Saturday night. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Oh, obviously Luxa Turner. I love the mare. She doesn't need to prove us anymore, really. Like if she went into the breeding barn tomorrow, she's taken us on a great ride, but I'm sure there's still more to come with her, and we'd love to see her in the Eureka.
Yeah, she's been a monster, there's no doubt about it. 14 from 29, well over $500,000. She's done a super job. Hey, Rickie, you've done a super job. Appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside Saturday night.
Thanks, Chris.
Adam Sanderson jumps in the hot seat to go through his drives on Saturday night, and he's with us now. Adam, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris.
We start in race 2, and this is a good quality race, good prize money, so it draws together a really strong and competitive field. You would have had the choice here between Dragon and In Excess. You've opted for In Excess, 2 off the second row. How do you rate his chances here?
Yeah, it looks a good, even race, so he's in form, and he's probably one of the key chances.
Was it a tough choice between the 2 horses?
Not sort of yes and no. Dragon's obviously he's got a frontline draw, but it looks sticky on paper. So In Excess has got a few options from there. So yeah, it looks just a nice easy drive for him.
Okay, when you look at that front line, do you think that's a front line that's going to generate good pressure?
I think so. There's a few that'll want to get forward, and obviously the one it gets out good. It probably looks if Nath wants to, it can lead. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of strong tempo early, I think.
Okay, so you mentioned you've got options from that draw, so you can either hold your spot or even 3 fence. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a good tempo race. So fence is probably a good option if that's there.
Okay. When he won last time out in excess, were you happy with the way he got through the line?
Yeah, he's one of those horses that only done what he had to. He did what the outside horse come at him and he went. So yeah, it probably didn't look great, but he still felt comfortable.
Okay. Is he a type of horse that should get through his Saturday night grades in your opinion?
Yeah, he should. Ability is there. He just obviously his attitude sometimes whether he wants to do it or not, but definitely ability-wise he can win one of these.
Okay. What about in race number 3? This is the best race of the night, the Open. Speak the Truth. This is his first start since being the runner-up behind Leap to Fame in the Inter-Dominion Pacing Grand Final. Just on that performance, he was terrific that night, wasn't he?
Yeah, great. Real happy for him. He built throughout the series, and obviously to top it off, running second to Larry's, as good as it gets. So yeah, real happy for him.
I tell you what, there would have been concern within the camp though after night 1. He rebounded to take out that second round heat, and then terrific in the final. So he looks like he is back to his best now.
Yeah, when I drove him that second night, he obviously led and won, and when I come back, I said that's as good as he's felt for 12, 18 months. He really felt as good as he used to. So yeah, it all looks well. Obviously, he improved again in that final, and he should bounce out of that, and be better again, I think.
Yeah, it's a good point you raised, because to sort of match the way he's going, he's got that little bit of sharpness about him. And when he went on that run through that Miracle Mile campaign, just over 12 months ago now, he had that sharpness, and it looks like it's returned.
Yeah, I think it has. He obviously went to whether New Zealand knocked him around, and he probably just lost that bit of confidence, but he seems to have that bit of swagger back. So yeah, it's all systems go for Saturday and beyond that.
Okay, how do you handle gate 7?
Yeah, it's tricky. He's getting off the gate as good as he probably has. So whether we probably can't cross them ones on the inside, so he'll work forward at some stage, and whether he gets to the front, I doubt it, but he's good enough to sit parked and beat these anyway.
Okay, it's a handy little field though, isn't it?
It is. You got Jim Artese racing well, and always Smoking's a horse that goes forward and likes to roll along, so it's not going to be easy. I wouldn't surprise if he got beat, but I'm definitely I wouldn't swap him for any of these.
Trainer Shannon Price has confirmed the Len Smith Mile on Eureka night is the main aim. That's about a month away, so he'll build nicely for that, won't he?
Yeah, he will. Both of them will be they'll be probably top 3 or 4 chances in that, so we're really looking forward to that next big target.
Okay, race number 4. This is the trot. Again, you had the choice here. Van Sank, Hide and Seek. Van Sank's going well. He's consistent. Hide and Seek comes out of the Inter-Dominion series. Was this a difficult choice?
Actually, I don't know which one I'm driving.
You're driving Hide and Seek.
I did. I just thought I got told that 5 minutes ago. I thought I was driving Van Sank, which well,
you were down for Van Sank, and that was the way it was listed. So
yes, a bit of a surprise. I thought I was looking forward to driving the old boy, but yeah, they said Hide and Seek's he's working well, so he's a good chance.
Okay, so if he gets away, and that's the key, if he gets a clean start, he's going to be more than competitive here.
Yeah, I said during the week I thought he was the better chance, but I love driving Van Sank, but he should have no problem getting away. That's usually he's usually actually a bullet from the stand. It's just getting around that first corner and then after that. But if he can step as good as he does, I think he lands in front of the key chances, and I'd take a probably brave one to park him, and if he rolls along in front, I think he's going to be hard to catch.
Okay, and just on Van Sank, I know Shannon sort of half warned him about retirement. Ever since she sort of uttered those words, he's really picked up his game, and he's been quite good lately.
Oh, he's been terrific. That's why I like driving. He seems to, me and him sort of get on real good. So he's probably racing as good as he can. He's off big handicaps and running times that obviously it makes it impossible for him to win. But he's a sneaky chance on Saturday too. Don't worry.
Okay, race number 5. This is the Quali B. Your drive here is Resilient. He's a horse that's definitely capable of taking a race like this.
Yeah, he's a funny horse. Week to week you don't know what you're going to get, but his best is definitely capable for sure.
So when you sort of turn up to the races, do you just have the fingers and toes crossed that you're getting the right Resilient on the day?
Yeah, honestly, even once the gate goes, you don't know what you're going to get. He's multiple personalities, we'll call it that.
So it's got to be frustrating then.
It is, because he has the ability. He's run some terrific races, and then he's run some absolute shockers. So yeah, it's a fingers crossed, and just hope you get the best Brazilian on the night.
Okay, well, we'll do that. What about race 6? This is the Mares Band 5. Reason to Shine, 2 off the second row. Any expectations here?
She's honest enough. She needs the right run, but it looks an even field. So yeah, if she gets handy enough without doing too much, I think she can run into a top 4 chance.
Do you have options again there, looking at the inside or maintaining your spot one off?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, yeah, it's just you go 100 metres and assess it, but yeah, options for sure.
It looks like there's going to be a bit of pressure early there. There's a few off the front row that are going well and that'll want to be up handy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the key to our chances. We need strong early tempo, and that last quarter's hopefully the slowest, and it brings us right into it.
Okay, and then you've got to stay around till the last. You're driving Really Naughty. This is the Mares Quali. We're going to have a clear favourite in Coastal Babe. Really Naughty is a former Tasmanian. I think she's got ability. She'll probably go off at big odds here, but I'll be interested to see if you can try and work some magic with this mare in the last race.
Yeah, she's obviously, she's raced some handy fields since she's been here, and this is a slight drop back. Obviously, Coastal Babe looks class on paper, but in saying that, her last start was terrible. So if she brings that sort of form, it brings her back to the field. So yeah, I think she's a good each way chance.
Okay, so if we're playing the exotics there, many will be. We've got to pop her in as a first 4 hope.
Yeah, Stewie seems happy with her. So if she gets the right run, hopefully we can, and yeah, she'll be finishing off as good as any, hopefully.
Okay, obvious question here. I reckon I know the answer. Which one are you most looking forward to there on Saturday night?
Yeah, you probably don't need to ask that twice.
Race 3, number 7, Speak the Truth, folks. That's the one for Adam Sanderson.
Correct.
Hey, Adam, really appreciate the time as always. Best of luck. We'll see you trackside.
Lovely. Thanks, Chris.
As always, a big thanks to our 2 drivers giving up their time and insights ahead of the weekend's action, Rickie Alchin and Adam Sanderson. We wish them all the very best of luck. Time now to find a good thing or two for this meeting, and I'm going to go with Rickie Alchin. He labelled Luxa Turner as his best hope, and judging by what she did last week, I see no reason why she can't go back-to-back. She's an outstanding mare. Her record proves that. I love the way she ran through the line there last week. The numbers were really impressive. I think this is a race well within her reach, and if they're keen to get a start in that big rich race in Sydney, the Eureka, I think another forward showing is expected. So I'm going to mark her the best bet. So for all the Metallica fans out there, Luxa Turner, full speed or nothing for her. We've got a great card in front of us on Saturday night. 8 races. Start time for race 1, 5:37. If you are gambling across the weekend, please do so responsibly. We'll see you trackside at Albion Park.